Hello, welcome back everyone to another really fun and fabulous episode about tea. And today I wanted to share with you a tea that we don't actually normally carry at Sipping Streams Tea Company, but is a tea that we absolutely love and we think it's pretty unique, and you should pretty much pay attention to this company in the next few years because I think they're going to make Columbia pretty big in the tea industry. So welcome, university members. I hope that you got all of your teas in the mail and are super excited about today. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what kind of tea you're trying today. And if you're going to join me today with our tropical green tea. Now, this tropical green tea is actually grown in Colombia. And it is actually a blend of green tea, mangoes, starfruit, and lulo. And lulo has also another name. I forgot what the name is, but it essentially kind of looks like a tomato, or might be related in the tomato plant. It's kind of tangy and sweet. It kind of looks orangey on the outside, like a persimmon. So I don't know how many of you have actually had a persimmon before, but this is one that is pretty cool. Oh, Lisa says she tried it today. Thank you for joining us, Lisa. And it was wonderful. So I want to show you what it actually looks like. So it will look like a typical green tea. However, when you investigate the tea leaves, you'll notice some characteristics that you'll want in a really good quality green tea. And that will be more of a uniform shape and different parts of the tea stalk or tea plant or the tea leaves that you want to be downy or buddy or tippy. That is really good for pairing, especially with other fruits or flavoring, to bring out that sweetness, that natural sweetness that already occurs in a really good quality tea. So let's check out the tea leaves here. If you haven't seen them already, I put this on this nice plate here so you can see them. So you'll see the uniform greenness. There's not large chunks. There's a little bit of this large chunk of a leaf. That's kind of unusual, but for the most part, everything is uniform. And then you'll see the whole chunks of the fruit, of starfruit, of mango, and lulo, which I'm really excited about because it's one that's usually actually put in tangy juices, juice blends, and typically something you drink iced. So I think this might actually taste pretty good as an iced tea too. So let's steep it. Let's make some green tea here. So I got my scale and I have my cupping set. And I'm going to, of course, take my cupping set, take off the lid, tear the scale, and make sure I put in my uniform 2.5 grams. And have my hot water temperature already set to about 175 degrees. If it's a little more, that's totally fine and okay. Lisa, what did you think of this? What kind of things were you surprised of? And did you notice any difference trying a Colombian green tea? Now, this company I had met at the World Tea Expo. Hopefully we have one of their tea engineers as a guest. It'd be really awesome to have them as a special guest for the university program. But not only that, they have some absolutely amazing black teas that actually are also blended with the shells of the cocoa plants. So I thought that was very interesting too, a very good pairing, especially because some of those cocoa plants are grown right at the plantation where the teas are grown. So what that does is it creates this mixture in the environment, of the terroir. So if you have Colombia, where it's a pretty tropical place, and it's also has a lot of other fruits and plants that would like to grow and mix in with the tea bushes or that plantation. Now you have a plant, the Camellia sinensis, that is very permeable to other fragrances, right? The environment, the terroir, are just breathing the atmosphere, the air of those other scents of those flowers and botanicals. So in the tea manufacturing process, you're going to get hints and notes of those other other plants that are not tea that are at the garden. And if they're manufacturing right then and there, again, of course, is going to start to absorb some of those aromas. And so anyways, I'm hoping to get one of them as a guest, but they'll probably need a translator because I don't speak Spanish. Anyways, so Lisa said she tried it today. It was wonderful and it was really refreshing. So I'm just going to steep this for about 2 minutes and I'm going to decant it. So that's straining out the tea leaves, right? So I get the full experience. Now, some small pieces did come out of this, which is okay. And it already has this very bright, almost orangey look to it. That's very, very interesting. It kind of looks like a sencha, a little cloudiness with it that is always kind of a good thing when you're wanting viscosity in your tea or the different elements being pulled out and being put into the liqueur. But I almost instantly saw some orangey notes with it. So let's taste this tea together. So I'm going to slurp like I normally do, right? For tea tastings. Big spoon. Oh, wow. It is I taste starfruit in it right away. Now, for those of you who don't know me very well, I grew up eating a lot of starfruit. Starfruit is probably one of my favorite fruits. And I thought this would be very appropriate this time of year with the holiday season, with the pandemic still happening, and a lot of people not being able to travel. Perhaps you would try some of this tropical green tea from Colombia to help you imagine what it'd be like to travel there and see the plants and the horticulture of the tea garden there. And I've never had lulo before, which is spelled L-U-L-O. But I've heard that is very, very tangy and sour. So the green tea, it's a really good balance with the green tea because that sour note isn't really overwhelming. It's almost like you taste it on the edges of your tongue. But I definitely do taste the starfruit. Oh, I do get a hint of mango now too, like this undernote that is like deep within my palate, like deeper into the tongue almost, that I taste that. So I would recommend trying to re-steep this up to 4 times and letting me know. Let's see what the tea leaves look like. Oh, it smells very, very different than the liqueur tastes. So let's knock out these tea leaves and let's evaluate our tea leaves. Oh, very pleasantly surprised that they are actually still pretty tightly rolled. So congratulations. This is a pretty good quality green tea. Probably 2 more infusions with it. It's an even cut. And in Colombia, they don't specialize in tea, but there is tea already grown all over South America and usually machine processed and harvested like in Argentina. So you do have this uniform shape. The tea leaves have not opened up all the way yet, but they are somewhat tightly rolled for a couple more steepings. Hey, Sharon, thank you so much for joining us today. So it'd be really fascinating to see what it'd be like for another steeping of this tea. And when you're steeping the tea, don't forget to get all the tea leaves that are on your lid of your cupping set. You want to get that true flavor. I know Sharon's getting ready to, oh, she's already left to her snowbirding location. She's on the road. But yeah, so anyways, this is a tea that we're going to have an experience with again in the near future, and we're going to try the black tea from Colombia. So pay attention. Colombia isn't known for tea, but tea is actually grown all over South America. So it'd be very interesting when we have the black tea for the university members to try this out. But hopefully it will remind you of escaping to tropical locations. I know last year I was about to go to Hawaii and I ate lots of starfruit there. lots, just like a big old bag from the street market. And I loved it. So hopefully you get to try this also iced, because I really do think and agree with you, Lisa, that it is a very refreshing green tea blend. And I hope that you're able to have a wonderful holiday season and enjoy your many adventures with tea. So thank you so much, everyone. Let me know if you have any questions at all or any tea suggestions. I know we already have people in the university program who have already suggested doing more Indonesian teas. So I'm working on my sources for that, my contacts with that, getting some Indonesian growers and Indonesian teas. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. Don't forget, the end of the month, we're doing our immune boosting tea workshop. And so if you want to sign up, you can go to our website, sippingstreams.com. At the very top, there should be an option for signing up on the page of the Immune Boosting Tea Workshop. It's absolutely free. It's only for 2 days because it is right after Christmas. And let people know about it, because there'll be a little break, because the holidays will almost be over, and it'll be really good for educating your friends and family about the health benefits of tea and health and wellness and mindset to prepare us for 2021. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great evening.